There were two different groups of young people back in the 60s. One group were people who, for one reason or another, couldn't go to college or get a deferment. They didn't want to run to Canada and hide from the Selective Service, better known as the draft. There was another group known as hippies, later known as yuppies. Many went to college to avoid the draft, and most were liberal druggies anyway. They were terrified at the very thought of Vietnam or the military. They supported every radical group that was founded during that time, and there were many. Most of the groups were places where you could go to find like-minded cowards and not be embarrassed. These are many of the same people who are running things today as college professors, politicians, and greedy Wall Street bankers. They radicalized every university in this country, maybe with the exception of Hillsdale, to liberal viewpoints so it would carry over to future generations. They were very successful in every way. In 1965, they supported Lyndon Johnson's Great Society, which destroyed black families and enslaved many of them to welfare for the rest of their lives. We are now on fourth and fifth generation welfare recipients. This is a direct result of the Great Society, which made black fathers move out and leave their families behind. I was in a group who couldn't and really didn't want to avoid the draft. To us, the others were just low-life cowards. My father fought in World War II, in the Battle of the Bulge and other places, and I felt an obligation to do as my country asked, as my father had done. My generation is the reason this country is in the mess it's in. But it wasn't because of me or my group. It was because of the other group, the long-haired, drugged-out, cowardly hippies. When I hear people brag about being a hippie back in the day, I feel like kicking their asses just as I did back then. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching.